All right, welcome everybody to the Brand Me Bootcamp day. Everybody do it. It's day 9. Why did everybody put up the 9? It was day 9 of the Brand Me Bootcamp. There we go. In the chat. Love to see it. Love to see all of you here. Apparently, Vegas is still the topic of conversation. And a few people, just like William, came here to razz me just a bit, but that's okay. I'm glad that you're here to recognize that voice from anywhere. Look, I'm super stoked to share with you all our presentation for today, which is how to be everywhere all the time, as well as a few secrets from Now AI that you might not have seen before. Now, look, we saw lots of great slides throughout Vegas. We saw lots of great slides throughout our presentation of Now AI on Monday. And then we also had a chance to meet our CTO, Roman Gubarenko, who I thought was fantastic yesterday. Give me a Roman here in the chat if you loved hanging out with Roman yesterday, who gave some great insights into Now AI. Yes, Roman. He was awesome. And today I'm going to share a few more things about Now AI that you may not have noticed. And also, as part of our Brand Me Bootcamp, how to be everywhere all the time. Okay? All right, let's do it. Mo Roman. No? Really? You guys are the best. All right. If you're here for the Brand Me Bootcamp, guess what? You did it. You're in the right place. Congratulations, round of applause to you. We've had a great speaker lineup throughout the Brand Me Bootcamp, and we'll continue this on Monday with Adrian Chenault, who Adrian is here. I know we all love him, and he's done a fantastic job throughout the Brand Me Bootcamp and in Vegas, and being a part of, or being our VP of Business Development for Nowsite. We've also had Tom Chenault, who is super charming and wonderful to work with. Big shout out to Tom, and I hope you guys all love to hear from him in Vegas as well. We also got to hear from Elizabeth Larson and meet Elizabeth in Vegas, who emceed the event, gave great speech, and also held our Brand Me Bootcamp live from Vegas, which was amazing. And then, of course, our founder and CEO, Justin Bellababa, who really needs no introduction, was here to introduce us to Now AI. So you're in the right place. And if you're eligible for the $39 rebate, well, you're going to fill in your code word within 72 hours at brandme.now.site. If you thought to yourself, I don't know what that is, that's okay too. Just put your earmuffs on, disregard it, keep it moving. You would know if you were a part of it. Okay? Cool? Great. Ready to get your hands on Now AI? Well, look, this date is coming to an end. If you are a current customer with us here at Nowsite, what you're going to do is you're going to run on over to nowai.now.site so that you can be a part of our early beta access group of Now AI and be a founding member. If you haven't seen everybody's beautiful, wonderful pictures, by the way, you all look incredible in your Now AI founding member picture. If you're not sure what that is, just go to Mo Jones here in the background. You can see his Now AI founding member photo. You want to grab yourself one of those and get early beta access to Now AI. You can do that by going to nowai.now.site, unless of course you'd like to pay more later. I'm fine with that. I think I'm funny. Okay. Our offer ends when the beta launch begins on August 10th. That is coming up 6 days from now. If you have new customers, or if you're brand new here, right, and you are a new customer, you're sharing this with a new customer, they can get our pre-launch special offer, and they can get Now AI plus 50% off marketing or unlimited just when they use code AI. So I clear this up every single time. How do you do this? Send someone your referral link. Tell them to choose their plan, marketing or unlimited, and then just put in code AI. Their price will be locked in for a year. They will get early beta access, as well as be a founding member of Now AI, which is awesome. Okay, great. Thank you, Sherry. You know what? I appreciate that super a ton. Lots of people still joining us. I'm just clicking the admit button. So what to expect over the next, there's just 2 days left. 2 days left. Today, it's going to be all about be everywhere all the time. And then day 10, which is Monday, with Adrian and the rest of the crew, will be all about duplicating your success. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. Okay. It'll be all about duplicating your success. I want to ask you this question, and I need you guys to put yes if you've ever felt like this. You're just spinning the plates. Anybody ever see this? You're trying to keep all the plates up, you're doing all the things, and you're trying to be everywhere all the time, and you're spinning this plate, and that one's dropping, so you run on over, and you spin the next one, and you run on over, and you spin the next one, and you're like, ah. We try to keep the plates up and be everywhere all the time. Oh, I was hoping for those yeses because I was like, is it just me? Well, if you've ever felt like that, welcome to day 9, where you get to be everywhere all the time. And I just added this. Without losing your mind. Because we know what it's like to run from plate to plate to plate to plate and try to keep them all spinning and keep them all up. Right, Sanella? I agree with you. Yes, Serena, same. Exactly. Cheryl, even better, Karen, without losing your mind part. Isn't this where it's at? Okay, so be everywhere all the time basically is about this philosophy of omnipresence. And sure, you guys can read this here, but I'm going to tell you a quick story. When I first got into network marketing, I would hear from lots of people being like, well, you need to be on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and you need to make sure that you're on LinkedIn and Twitter, and you need to make sure that you're chatting with your team members and that you're supporting them and that you're, and you're just like, oh my gosh. That's why a lot of us feel like we're spinning plates all the time. You're trying to be in so many places at once. But we know that being everywhere means being at the forefront of your audience's choices, your team needs, and your industry's trends, right? That's what we know. And it embodies a commitment to excellence. So we've all said to ourselves, I know I should be everywhere all the time, and I'm doing my best to be everywhere all the time. So tell me right here in the chat, drop me a 5 because it's my favorite number. Do you do everything that you can possible to be everywhere all the time though? As much as it stresses you out, right? 5, trying to be everywhere all the time. Me too, okay? In this lesson, what we're gonna go over is digital presence across platforms where you actively engage on all major social media platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. I think Twitter X, I don't know, right? Should I call it X? Should I call it Twitter? I'm gonna call it both. I'll just Twitter X you right here to maintain visibility and reach a broad audience, and then responsiveness to our team. And you want to be available and supportive to team members, ensuring motivation and cohesion, right? So let's start with digital presence across platforms and understanding that. Facebook, Twitter, I put a little X here. I don't know, not sure what the X. And then Instagram and LinkedIn. And I want to talk to you about different forms of social media explained using coffee. Okay? So different forms of social media explained using coffee. Because we all know, right, that there's a specific tone when you're on Facebook, right? And the tone is quite different when you go to LinkedIn. Everybody say yes here, right? If you go to LinkedIn, the tone is quite different and so on. Okay, so let's talk about different forms of social media explained using coffee, all right? So Facebook is kind of like, well, I like coffee, and you're sharing personal preferences and interests. What is it like on Twitter? Well, it's enjoying a fresh cup of #coffee. where you're broadcasting these kind of short updates and trending topics. We've all saw that, right? It's like, here's one tweet and it goes to the next one and it goes to the next one. And then Instagram, well, it's a whole new level of coffee, right? It's got to be art. It's, here's a photo of my beautiful latte art, right? And then your hashtag coffee lover. So you're going to showcase visual content that's often artistic or aesthetic. And then we have LinkedIn, which is a totally different tone, right? I don't know why I do this voice with LinkedIn. You can feel free to follow me here, but it's like leveraging my coffee expertise to enhance productivity and team collaboration. Because you're highlighting your professional skills and achievements. So there's totally different tones in different forms of social media. So I ask you this, which we often do, right? After reading this, should you copy and paste to each platform? I'm gonna look at y'all here. Hang on here for a second, because I know I do that. I've done it, right? We know that we shouldn't, but since we're trying to be everywhere all the time, how much time does it take you to just write one post for Facebook about your cup of coffee, right? Even if you do, you're like, okay, well, here I go. I do it, Facebook, Instagram, right? Get it? Awesome. Okay, here we go. No. So let's rate the post for each platform following the rules of social media. So, right, if I'm going to do it and do it right, here's Facebook, right? And I use coffee as the, I don't know why I chose coffee now that I hear myself saying it over and over, but I did. Enjoying a relaxing Sunday with my favorite brew. I like coffee for its rich flavors and comforting warmth, especially the blend from my local cafe. It's the perfect way to start the day. How do you take your coffee? That would be if I'm writing a post about coffee on Facebook. And then Twitter, enjoying a fresh cup of hashtag coffee from my favorite roaster. The aroma is invigorating. How do you start your mornings? A little different. Here's a photo of my beautiful latte art. Took a barista class and I'm loving the results. Swipe to see the before and after. That is so Instagram. I love it so much. Right? Little flip and change. And then LinkedIn, I look at Sherry Sullivan because she does it so well, but leveraging my coffee expertise to enhance productivity and team collaboration, hosting a weekly coffee corner in the office has sparked innovative ideas and fostered cross-departmental connections. It's amazing how a simple cup of coffee can bring people together. Leadership, hashtag team building. This is fun, right? We all know that there is a different tone, okay? Reminds me on the This is a really great from David J. Smith. Facebook reminds me of All in the Family, and LinkedIn is more like business opportunity and recruiting. I'm just saying, you guys should show some love there in the chat. I really like it. I'm gonna give you the smile. Yeah, now on X, it does not like more than thank you, J. Michael. Okay. All right. So a lot of this in being everywhere all the time and knowing the tone of a certain platform helps us throughout the day, right? We know here's my tone when I'm going to Facebook, and I know whether I'm having the same cup of coffee or whatever, I'm going to switch it up in order to appease the people on said platform. With Now AI, you won't have to be that professional writer, and it's easy. And I know that coming away from this boot camp, we're going to take a second look at the way that we post, but some of you might not notice this, but anybody see this picture here? And everybody's like, what is the thing that she's talking about? Right? Because we can create a caption and it will suggest an image, or it will caption my image and do short text only posts or long text only posts. And what do you want to write about? More details. are always better. And you're going to put what you want to write about, but here it's going to create the post for you. Does anybody kind of see anything that they might not have noticed before while watching Justin's presentation? I'm going to come back here. No? Anyone? I'm looking. Okay. Go ahead and put it here in the chat, which I think is super fun. Drop downs, it's this whoosh over where you have, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. So will you get something different if you're posting on Instagram or LinkedIn or Twitter, even though you're talking about the same topic? Could you potentially get, hey, this one's crafted for Facebook. Hey, this one's crafted for Instagram. Hey, this one's crafted for LinkedIn. Hey, this one's crafted for Twitter. Yeah. All right. I was like, that is awesome. Bananas, socks, everywhere. Because I know as much as we thought to ourselves, okay, yeah, I don't have to ask to do it anymore, right? This is incredible. Because not only does it save you all the time in the world, but it's crafting the post for you and knocking your socks off. And you're just saying to yourself, oh man, well, wouldn't it be great for each 4 of the platforms? There you go. You got it. Perfectly said. So, little thing that I wanted to share with you that you may have looked over while watching Justin's presentation is, hey, there are some little things. If you have access to the slides to tell people, hey, look a little close, see what else it can do. And I have a feeling that even more secrets will be spilled here, right? I just wanted to show you how easy it was. And then the fact that you can flip because you can caption and suggest an image. You can caption your own image, right? And then it will do short text only. Okay. I don't know, for some reason, for me, even when I want to write a short zinger or short text only post, it can sometimes take me the longest, right, to do. Okay. And then, of course, long text only post here. I do want to see, give me 1 second. I wasn't sure if Adrian was around or, yeah, there he is. Adrian, do you want to share some info here? I kind of saw your face a minute.
I think this is awesome. And I'm thinking, because I'm training on Monday, and so I'm here like thinking like, how are these things fitting together? And it's just so fantastic, because this is what it's all about, to be able to have a tool that is taking I saw like, I spent too much time on all these posts. I can't keep, I want to do that, but I can't, all this stuff. And this, when we say we understand you and we see you and we get the challenges, that's what this is all about. And so I'm just super excited for you guys to get your hands on this. And it's so beautiful. I love it.
Thank you. To file before, do we have to save images to file before uploading to Nowsite, or can we drag and drop? That was a question for Roman. Sorry, Karen. That was a great question, though. Unag, I think I'm saying her name right, Morley. I'm sorry if I'm totally butchering it, but I'm with you 1000%. Same. Okay, says I spend too much time on all posts, even the first one. No matter if it's the second or the third or the fourth, spend too much time. Yeah, our training on Monday is with Adrian, so our last day of the boot camp, for sure. Yes. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna keep going. Okay. Here we go. So how about responsiveness to your team? So where do you need to respond, or what do you guys do now? Okay, so let's think about responsiveness to your team, right? You have the group. How many of you have a group? You have the group chat. I know that you do. I'm in some of them where the group chat is just constantly being hammered. The texts at all hours. I put that twice, the text, because the texts do happen at all hours. The calls, the emails. How many of you feel this? The responsiveness to your team, and you have, right, a few of these. Do you have a group? Do you have a group chat? The text at all hours, the calls that are coming in, the emails where you're just like, what? All of the above, Tina? That's why my chats are muted. And there's only one of you, right? Totally. Absolutely. I do feel your pain. Why some of you decide to put me in the group chat too. I love that for you. They're like, oh, I hope Coco will answer a question here once in a while. And I'm like, oh boy, I love you all. I don't mind. But we all know what that's like. Because we're asked questions like this. When is the training? Now I saved this one. Okay. When is the training? How many of you get asked, when is the training? How many times, even in our Brand Me Bootcamp, posts, put in the chat, when is the training? When is the training? Where is the training? All the time, even after 10 reminders, Kim? Every time, Sanella? I know. What about where? When and where is the training? Even though you have it at the same time every week. How many of you have the same meeting every week with the same link at the same time? But it's when, where is the training? How about, is this going to be recorded?
I need a sign. I'm just going to have a sign. Yes, this is recorded.
Right? Is this going to be recorded? Or it's in the chat. When is training? Where is the training? Is this one going to be recorded? How do I contact support? What are the ingredients in this product again? Oh, that's for everybody, right? Or what's the promo? What's the Zoom ID? What's the Zoom ID? Nora, I love it. You're expected to be everywhere all the time. This is very for me, Tina says. Am I just wait? Let me just give this to you, stretch you all out, and then bring you back down. Ah! Oh, okay. You're expected to be everywhere all the time. And I always say, use the tool. Don't be the tool. And these are some tips for you that I really, really, really want you to take away. As being the team, you know, if you have one person on your team, you're still a team leader, okay? And that's, if you take these away, I promise you, you will take your stress level down immediately, all right? Just set some clear expectations, communicate when and how you will be available to respond to questions, and provide guidance on where to find information on common inquiries, okay? I promise you I won't forget the code word. So I know if you start answering the questions at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, right? And then the next day you're not available to answer the question at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, you know what's going to happen, right? Why didn't you answer my question? You answered John's question at 2 a.m. Use technology wisely. Utilize collaboration tools. Of course, we have our Facebook groups. We try to make things as easy to manage as we can, and we create resources. This is something that I do for all of you here. Right? We got some Justin Coco AI going on. Develop websites, guides. You saw that there, Adrian? Perked Adrian right up. He was like, uh-oh. Right? We're all really looking forward to Now AI. And Justin AI, of course. But I know, Tina, I'm trying, you know, we got to do the most, right? We have guides and they will still ask. But even if we develop websites, like you guys know that I do it. And this is my favorite. Okay, so it's encourage independent problem solving. Teach your team how to find answers and make decisions independently if you possibly could. So kind of like, you know, when someone asks me a question or they're like, Hey, Cheryl, can you tell me the code word? This is one of my, can you tell me the code word? And I just tend to say August 2023.now.site. That's where you can find it, right? Or how do I sign up? Or what's, if someone says to me right now, like, what's the price to get started if I'm a current customer for Now AI? I need that right now. I'm just going to say it's nowai.now.site, right? Go over there. If someone asks me, is this recorded? Do you record the Brand Me boot camps? Oh, is this recorded? I go brandme.now.site. Right? So trying to teach your team to understand where the resources are at. That's why we all know, right? Every Nowsite promo all the way through the months, it's like August 2023.now.site. Go there. Right? And then we know when it was July, it was July. And then when it's September, right? So with Now AI, you don't have to pull your hair out like Tina wrote. Tina's like, but I already create the resources. Equip them to search and research. There you go, Anita. Creates this. That's beautiful, right? Let's take a look. So your AI will be available to chat with your team members 24/7 in any language. What did Adrian say? I think you were saying the other day, it's like having a clone of you or something. I can't remember. And then I think it was Serena one day in like a Now Club meeting was like, if you ever seen, this is the perfect time to talk to myself.
You know what Serena said on LinkedIn the other day that killed me? We have to use this. She said, now you can have a digital doppelganger.
There you go. That's beautiful. I love it, Serena. It's your digital doppelganger. So, right? Someone can ask, hey, your name, hey, Cheryl, are there any bonus opportunities this month? And I don't even have to point it, just here's the info. Absolutely, we have an exciting bonus opportunity this month. If you sign up more than 5 people, like here's the actual business opportunity. You're going right to the resource, right to Your Name AI, right? So if this excites you, Tina Roman, I expect to see your name there, but drop Your Name AI here in the chat. Because there are some great, right, things that we can do to kind of offset this, of course, and follow the tips that are given here during our Brand Me Bootcamp. But what I love is even the tips that we've been sharing for years and years and years and how we've done this in the past, all, right, kind of change things when we have Now AI. And we're able to leverage ourselves even more and literally be everywhere all the time. So there are tips for being everywhere all the time, right? Creating resources for people, websites for people, making sure people know where to go. But what's beautiful about this, right, is there is actually a you that's available all the time. You can actually be everywhere all the time. I love this. Kathy Connects AI, Cynthia AI, Isabella AI. Oh, that's my daughter's name. So Sam. So Sam put West Coast is the best coast AI. I'm done with Sam. We're putting Sam in the waiting room. Cindy AI. Awesome. That's great. So here is my favorite of all time. What time is the training? When is the training? And your AI will be able to answer it easily, right? I want to know when the next training session is. There we go. So your AI can be added to your website to chat with your visitors 24/7 as well. So you can be everywhere all the time in any language. I think Justin used Mandarin as one of his examples, but here, right, your AI will be available, which I think is just awesome. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys to kind of get a look in that background for a minute. Adrian, isn't that background beautiful?
It is so good. I love it.
In the background of this website that I can give you so many hints and clues as to what's to come and Easter eggs and what you guys should look into. And oh my gosh, Isn't that nice? We're just going to put it's nice here in the chat. If you love it, put I love it here in the chat. It's nice. Or you can put it's nice. I love it. It's awesome. Perfect. Yeah. Adrian, you love it too?
I dig it big time.
I dig it big time too. Awesome. Okay. So in conclusion, we want to have smart omnipresence, or being everywhere all the time doesn't mean doing everything manually. We're going to leverage our tools that we have, right? And maintain a strong digital presence and responsive team support, and understand your platforms. That is the key, right? And understanding our platforms and using resources like Now AI. Make sure that you are there for our beta launch August 10th, okay? And be proactive without overwhelming yourself. I want you to be everywhere all the time, but the point was to be everywhere all the time without losing your mind. Be everywhere all the time. That was a little hint at the end, without losing your mind. So all of our promo, I mean, now after seeing that, like, there are so many tips that we've done in so many trainings on how to be everywhere all the time, and the reason that you should be, and why being places all the time is important, right? But having Now AI makes this so much easier. It answers your questions from yesterday, counting down the days. Me too. All of our promos, look at this. I added this here because I thought it was fun. It's a resource. You can find all of our promos at august2023.now.site, and make sure that you check out the workbook at brandme.now.site. Before I go here, I loved the commitments that we all had to one another on, I think it was Wednesday. And I love to see that you guys kind of sign your name and put some stuff in there. I made another workbook that has like a personal statement or a commitment that you would have in there. So if you want to sign it and share it, that would be, there you go. Brigitte has it. It's awesome, right? And you can say Kofi and August for the rest of your lives, just like I do. I hope that you take that away. Thank you so much for staying with me and looking at, like, did anybody get surprised today by some of the capabilities that you weren't aware of Now AI? Yeah? Drop me here in the chat if you were surprised by some of those capabilities. Yeah? Thanks, Nor. Awesome. So we do need a code word before we go. Right? And I think our code word for today should just be Now AI. I mean, that's our code word for today, Now AI. Adrian, any lasting, any things that you want to add before we let it go here?
Let it go. This has been awesome. Anybody who has children anywhere near my age knows what I just sang there for a second. This has been amazing. And this is the key, right? Because even if you can do it the other way of being everywhere all the time because you never ever sleep and you work yourself to death, here's what you do. And this is a little clue for what's coming on Monday. What do you show the next person who might want to join you in doing what you're doing? I don't want that life. That sucks. That doesn't, you say financial freedom, that looks like 24/7 customer service response line. I didn't sign up for that. So remember that doing this, that modeling these behaviors that Cheryl is showing to you today is the key, not just to your own sanity, but to greater leverage and success in your life. And so we're going to be expanding on that on day 10. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to bring the rain. We're going to have a grand finale, I promise. And Cheryl, you killed it today. Great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'm just going to put the proper spelling of Kofi and August here in the chat. There you go. Now we all know how it's done. Thank you so much. I hope you all say Kofi and August like that for the rest of your lives. I appreciate you all. I will see you on day 10 for the grand finale with Adrian Chenault. Thank you so much. Love to you all. Bye.